Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we're going to make a necklace using the Jesse James Holiday 2021 Mini Mix, I Don't Sled, I Sleigh. So first of all, our word of encouragement for today is throw kindness around like confetti. I love this card. I think it's so cute. Okay, so if you want to make this necklace, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need everything from the I Don't Sled, I Sleigh Mini Mix, except for, I will show you the exception because it's easier than showing you everything I'm using. So you're going to need everything except for one of the Christmas trees and these two little starlight mints. Okay, everything else you're going to need from this collection. And so I've got it all laid out here. You're going to need 2 cord ends of your choice. It doesn't matter what kind you use. You're going to need a lobster claw clasp. You're going to need a little bit of chain, and I've got, let me measure this. I'm not sure how much this is. I've got about 20, let's see, about 10 1/2, so I don't know, 26 inches probably of chain here. So you're going to need that, and you're going to need your jewelry tools. You're going to need some jump rings, and you're going to need some soft flex wire. So this is soft flex beading wire in white, and I've got it cut in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of, let me see if I can get it to lay flat enough to measure it. 5 pieces of about 13 inches, okay? So 5 pieces about 13 inches, and you're going to need a little bit of Scotch tape, okay? And your jewelry tools, of course. So get your stuff together and come on back. We're going to make a necklace. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to take my tape, and I'm just going to put my wire, I'm going to get my ends all together, and I've already evened these up and then flush cut them, but get off my hand. Oh my goodness. I'm going to fight with this tape. There we go. Okay, so just go ahead and get your wire. Oh, you're going to need some E6000 glue too. I'm very sorry. I forgot that. It's sitting here. I just totally forgot it. Okay, so you're going to get your wire all together and just tape it up like this, okay? This is just so we can string it a little easier without it going crazy, okay? And then we're going to take our beads and we're just going to start putting them on the wire. So I'm going to start with the piece that I think is on the top here. I am going to probably use one of my small red ones. I like to start with the small ones first, okay? I'm going to pull it up here, and then I'm going to grab another one. And then I'm going to take a bead. So I've got 2 now. I had 1 there. I've got 2 pieces now. Probably going to take a green one. Whoops. And I'm going to put both of these pieces through the hole on the green bead. Okay, so just like that. Now I'm going to grab one of these and another one. So I'm going to let go of one and keep one of the ones I have in my hand and grab another one that I haven't used yet. And let's see what I want to put on here. I'll probably do this little white bead. Okay, so I'm putting it through both of those. Now I'm going to, and it's okay if these crisscross, you want them to kind of crisscross, and so I'm going to let go of the both of those I had, keep one, and grab one more that I haven't used yet. I'm going to put on this red and white bead. Okay. Now I'm going to take my bottom one, I'm going to cross it back up here with one of these top ones, like this. And I think I will use, what do I want to use? I'm going to use a big red bead. Okay, so just like that. And the point of this is you're crossing these wires, so it's causing the beads to kind of stay where you put them. But you want the wire to show. As you can see, this is what it's doing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this bottom one, and I'm going to cross it all the way up with my top one here. And you can even do 3 if you can get 3, like these large hole beads, you can do 3. So I'm going to take these 3, and I think I'm going to do, I need green. So I'm going to go ahead and do this green one, and I think all 3 of these will fit through the green. Okay, so just like that. So see what that's doing? It's creating a little mesh, kind of. All right, now, let's see, I'm going to take this one on the top, and I'm going to pull it down to the second to last one right here. And I'm going to go ahead now, and I think I'm going to put one of my bow pieces on. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to try to get this to go through get both of these through this little hole right here. Through the middle, and then come out one of these holes on the other side, just like this. And try not to kink your wire. You want to try to keep it, there we go. Okay, pull everything up kind of tight. It doesn't have to be really tight, but you want it to kind of, you want these to kind of stay together. Okay, now I've got this bow here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to cross this one, bottom one, up to one of these ones that's coming out of the bow. And on this one, I'm going to do probably red, maybe the shiny red one, this rhinestone one. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take my bottom and I'm going to go up to my top. Actually, I'm going to do these 2 bottom ones first because I kind of want this one to have something so it's not just flopping. I'm afraid it's going to be too much if it just flops around. So let's see, what do I want to do now? How about this lampwork bead? This is really pretty. Okay, so let's put that right there. And you can scoot them up together. This is totally your own preference how you like it to look. You can scoot them closer, you can pull them farther apart. It just totally depends on how you want them to look. Okay, now I'm going to take my bottom one and I'm going to go all the way up to the top. And I need something green. So let's go ahead and do this green bow. And I'm going to do it the same way I did the other bow. Just going to insert both of these into one of the holes on the end. Through the middle. It would help if I had my glasses on. I always realize that I don't have my glasses on about halfway through the video. And out the other side. Just going to do it like that. Okay. So let me put my glasses on since they are right here. Here's a tip for all you that have to wear glasses. I take my glasses and I glue to the table a hook, or like use a command hook, and then I use one of those little plasticky things that you put on the things you hold glasses on with, and I put that on the command hook and hook my glasses with a piece of leather or something, or cord, so they're always hooked to this table, so I can always, they're just here. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take the red and white bead here and put it on next. Okay, then I'm going to go top down to bottom like this. And I think, what do I want to do now? Let's see. I need this, I like this white bead. I think I'm going to do the white bead with a bead cap on either, or a daisy spacer on either side. So daisy spacer, this pretty white bead, and another daisy spacer. Okay, just like that. There they are. I can scoot this red one up. I feel like it needs to move up there. Okay, and then scoot these up if I want to. I can scoot them all together, or I can keep them pulled apart. All right, now I'm just going to do something on, let's see if I scoot that in. I'm going to do something. I think I'm going to put these two together, these two top ones together right now. And I think I'll do this red bead right here. Will they not both go through there? They should. That's a pretty big hole in that bead. The hole seems blocked. Well, maybe not. Okay, they don't both want to go through. For some reason, that's super odd because that's a pretty big hole. They should both go through there unless there's something inside there kind of keeping it. Let me try the other one. Nope. Okay. Alrighty, well, let's see. Let's do this. Let's see. What do I want to do? I want red. Let's do this big red one. Okay. So that'll go there. Now I'm going to do the middle two strands here. And I'm going to do another, let's see. I'm going to do this rondelle and I'm going to use these spacers on either side of it, this large hole bead. So two of these metal spacer discs and this large hole bead. Okay. Actually, I don't like that because I just did two of these metal things right here. So I'm going to take that back off. I don't really like the way that looks. So I'm going to do a little white rondelle and the large hole bead. And then another little white rondelle. And I think that'll fill in the holes on the large hole bead just fine. Actually, I don't like that either. I'm going to use the red rondelles. I don't want to, well, no, there's a red rondelle. I don't want to get, I'm trying to spread out the colors is what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to skip that. I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I'm just looking here really quickly. I need something green on the bottom here. So let's just take the one strand and do the cracked glass green. Okay, now I'm going to put these two strands together. And I'm going to do, kind of like to do this large hole bead, and I'm going to do it with red. So I'm going to take these little red rondelles, do this large hole bead, and these little red rondelles. So you kind of have to play around and see what, you know, what looks good and spread things out, and don't let things get, you know, you don't want your colors to get too jumbled up close together. You want them to be kind of, you know, spread out. Like you don't want 3 or 4 white beads in one spot. At least I don't. I don't know, you can do it however you want, but that's how I'm doing mine. So, what is this one? This one's not wanting to pull tight. Is it this one? Is it this one? It's that one. Okay. And then that's what I do. I just pull it tight every few minutes. Make sure that everybody's kind of pulled up and you don't have any craziness going on. Okay. Now I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take these two together right here. The two middle ones. And what do I want to do now? I think I want to do, no, I just did that. I need to do another bow. Let's do the red bow, because I've done the silver bow and the green bow. So let's do the red bow. And that went through really easy, except for this one. Get in there. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So there's the red bow. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm going to take the top and the next to the top. And I think I need some green going on. So I'm going to do another green cracked glass. I think I'm going to leave these two large hole beads off just because by the time I put them both on this side over here, it's going to look weird now. I needed to get one on the other side and I didn't do it, so I'm going to leave them off. Okay. see, now I'm going to take this one and this one, and I'm going to do another couple or another something with spacers here, I think. So maybe this rhinestone. No, I need white. Let's do this. Well, actually, let's do this white lamp work right here. And then I will take this one and this one. No, this one and this one. And I will do a spacer. One of these large red rondelle, these large hole red rondelles, I think. No, I don't know if that's going to look good. This green bead. Let's do that. Spacer, green bead, spacer. Just like that. Now I'm going to take these two right here, these two middles, and I need something red. Let's do this red rhinestone. I really like these beads. Okay. Now I'm going to take, let's see, let's do these two. And I'm getting towards the end, so I'm going to do a couple more big ones and then I'll go down to the smaller ones. And I guess I'm not going to use those two either because I've already go right here. And let's see, let's go ahead and put this white one on. Then I'm going to do these two together. And I'm going to start doing my smaller beads now because I'm getting down sort of to the end. I'm going to put another bow right here. I think the silver bow. Going to go right through one hole and through the middle and through the other hole if I can. Whoops, that one didn't want to do it, so let's try that again. There we go. Okay, pull it tight. Okay, now I'm going to take these two together right here. Or do I want to do... Yeah, I'm going to do these two together right here, and I'm going to do... Let's see, I'm going to do this little red bead. And then I'm going to take this one, go all the way down to the bottom one. And we're going to do a white bead. Okay, and then I'm going to do these two and do a green crackle. Okay. Then I'm going to do the top and the bottom. We'll do a red one. And one more. I think I'm going to do this striped one. And I think that that's probably pretty good. I may put one more little white one on the end here. Just like this. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I'm going to scoot them down just a tad. Scoot them all down just a little here. Pull them all just where they're not. I just want mine kind of closer together. You can do them however you want, obviously. And you can adjust it too once your necklace is complete. So here's what I've got. Okay, so I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to tape up this end just so it's not flying around and things aren't falling off and all that. Okay, so here's what I have, and I'm going to move these out of the way. because I didn't end up using all of those. Okay, now the next thing that I want to do is I want to take my E6000 and I'm going to glue this cord end on here. Let me get a toothpick. I use toothpicks with E6000. This one's got glue on it. See if I can get it off. It doesn't matter. Okay, and I'm going to open my E6000 here. And I'm going to go ahead and get a little out. Mine always gets dried up in there. Actually, I'm going to toss that toothpick and get a new one. That toothpick is just... Okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to remove this piece of tape. Even these up pretty much, or if I can't, I'm going to cut them. Flush cut them. Where did my cutters go? Here they are. Okay, so I'm going to flush cut this. Okay, there we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that, and I'm going to take my little cord end right here, and I'm going to lay all these pieces in it and kind of grab them with my finger or my thumbnail at the top, and then I'm just going to put some glue in there. Now, the thing with this glue is it's going to smush out when you close this, but when it dries, if there's any sticking out, you can definitely just pull it off, okay? So don't despair. And actually, I should have done this already. I need to flip this over because I want the back. I don't want the front to show the seam in the cord end. So flip your necklace over before you do this so you don't make it hard on yourself. Grab it with your fingernail or your thumbnail, and then just take your pliers and bend this down just like this, okay? And same on the other side. And one escaped, it's okay, just put him back in there and bend this one down, okay? And just smash it down fairly well. You don't have to kill it, and you don't want to cut your cord, but okay, now we're on the back of our necklace still. I'm going to remove the tape from this side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flush cut this just like that. Okay, I'm going to take my cord end, lay these in here and grab them with my thumbnail. And then I'm going to take this glue and just generously, I put quite a bit, and it will smush out, but like I said, you can pull it off the outside after it dries. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my plier and close this up. And if one pops out, or two or three, just stick them back in there and close it up. Okay, there we go. And there you have it. So that is the middle part. I'm going to put the lid back on my glue. This glue just runs out everywhere. Okay, so that's the middle part of our necklace. Now, here's what you've got. You can, you can move these beads around however you want them to go and just kind of adjust it however you want it to be. And I'm going to take my cutters and I'm just going to trim off these extra pieces. I'm not going to trim too low. Because we're going to put a jump ring in there and some chain. You just don't want them sticking up past the thing there. So just trim them up. Okay. Now I've got glue all over me. And all over my bead mat. Okay. So now we're going to take our little tree. And I'm going to find the middle. I'm just going to line these up and kind of find the middle. So this bead is right in the middle, unfortunately. So I need to move him, or I can hang it from something different. I'm just gonna, let's see, I'm gonna scoot it this way a little bit. No, that's not gonna work. It's gonna be difficult. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece that has nothing on it, and I'm going to take a couple of my jump rings. These are tiny little jump rings, guys, like 4mm, 3mm maybe. I love tiny jump rings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little chain so that I can dangle this down just a little from that second wire because I don't want to move the beads over. It's going to look weird because they're kind of, you know, stuck where they are to some extent. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to close these jump rings up. And I'm just going to take, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them and just create a little chain. And I can dangle this down with just this little bit of jump rings and it'll hang right below there and it'll be just fine. Okay, so let's put another one on. Please ignore the glue on my fingers. I get E6000 all over me when I use it. Okay. So I've got a little chain of 4 jump rings here. I'm going to put one more on, and this will be the one that I hook it onto the wire with. Actually, I'm going to hook it onto the, I'm going to go ahead and hook this on here. Okay. Whoops. Okay. And let me make sure that's closed up good, because if it's not, it's going to fall off. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and find my middle again, which was right around that bead, and I'm going to go right behind it here on this piece of wire that doesn't have anything hooked on it, and I'm just going to hook this little chain dangle onto that. That way this will just hang low enough that it'll be out of the way of that bead. Okay, so right like this. And there it is. And it's going to kind of go back and forth, which is fine. Okay, now we're going to take our chain, pick up some of these jump rings, and we're going to hook our chain on either side here. So this is all up to your own personal preference, how you like it. I am going to hook it on one side, and then I'm going to kind of measure myself and see where I want it to be. And I think I'm just going to hook it straight on with the links. I'm not going to worry about using jump rings if these links will go through this, and they should. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it right through my little cord end and close it up. All right, so now you just kind of need to hold this up on yourself and see where you like it to be. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like, I'm going to measure it. Hold on just a second, and I will tell you how long I'm making mine. I do every necklace different, really. I mean, I have kind of a standard for how I like them to be, but for the most part, I just always hold them up and look, because just, I don't know, different ones I like to hang different ways. So it looks like I have got, from the end of my chain down to the beginning of my cord end, I've got a little over 7.5 inches. Okay, because this is pretty long. So I'm going to measure this other side even. So I'm going to hook it on. I'm just going to attach it right on here, like this. I just dumped all those little tiny jump rings out. Okay, I'm going to attach that right there. And then I'm just going to even these up like this, pull it up, and I can tell that I need to take it right here. Okay, so I'm going to take it off right there. And this is the length that I'm going to hook my lobster on. I'm just going to open this right up and hook him right on. And I'm not even going to put like a ring or anything on the other side. He can just clasp right onto this chain. Okay, so there it is. So here is our holiday necklace. I think it turned out super cute. Okay, so here we are. Here's our finished necklace. So it's very eclectic, very, very holiday. You definitely know that it's a holiday necklace. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will have links in the description box below for the products here. And yeah, I love this little I Don't Sled, I Sleigh mix. It's so cute. And yeah, so I hope you guys had a great or enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of the evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.